Many people believe self-abandonment is something obvious. It isn't. Most of the time it doesn't look dramatic at all. It looks like saying yes when you want to say no. Remaining silent when something matters. Ignoring what you know. Postponing decisions. And putting everyone else's needs before your own. Over time, these moments accumulate. And little by little, we begin losing contact with ourselves. There is a question I often invite people to consider. Where have I stopped listening to myself? Not because they lack awareness. In fact, most people already know far more than they realize. They know what feels wrong. They know what needs attention. They know which conversations have been avoided. They know which boundaries have not been honoured. The challenge is not always awareness. Sometimes the challenge is trust. Trusting what we already know. Trusting ourselves enough to respond. Self-abandonment often begins quietly, not in one major decision, but in hundreds of small moments where we dismiss our feelings, override our needs, or ignore our inner guidance. At first, it may seem harmless. We tell ourselves we're being professional, responsible, helpful, understanding, flexible. But eventually a cost emerges as resentment, exhaustion, confusion, disconnection. Because every time we ignore ourselves, we strengthen the habit of moving away from ourselves. The invitation is not self-judgment. It is self-awareness. To pause and ask, where have I stopped listening to myself? And what might change if I began listening again? So take a moment to consider, where in your life are you overriding what you already know? What feeling, truth, need, or boundary have you been dismissing? And what is one small way you could begin honouring it? Self-awareness is not only about recognising a pattern. Sometimes it is about recognising where we have stopped listening to ourselves and gently finding our way back.